Buying groceries is a very important task. Making good decisions at the grocery store can help you keep your family healthy as well as save you money. Your local grocery store makes it easy to find many different kinds of foods in one place. However, with all these options, deciding on which items to buy may feel very complicated. This DVD will show you how to shop smart and make good decisions. We will show you how to create a grocery list before you go shopping to help save money. We will teach you what to consider while buying certain foods so that you can feel confident you are choosing the healthiest options. Nobody expects you to change everything you buy, but taking even some of these suggestions can end up making a big difference. Most people go to the grocery store without a plan and end up spending more money and time than they had to. However, spending a little time before the grocery store can make a big difference. Let's take a look at the Lopez family to see how they go about grocery shopping.
You know, Alejandro, I have to go to Cuba for 3 weeks, and you're going to have to do all the grocery shopping.
Of course, I can take care of that.
You're going to have to do a list first.
A list? Like a grocery list?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, I can.
Your local grocery stores like Sedano's, Winn-Dixie, and Tropical Supermarket have weekly sales. There are several places you can find these sales. One is your local newspaper, the Miami Herald, which will have ads with deals at your local supermarkets. For those who do not have a subscription with the Herald, you can find weekly sales at the front of your local grocery store or even check the grocery store website. Check your mailbox. Oftentimes you will find that you are getting sales ads with your mail. Now that you know what foods are on sale, you can plan out your favorite household recipes for the week. Once you've done that, add the extra ingredients to your shopping list.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Wow, I don't remember seeing this one on the sale advertisement. Can we take a couple of these?
Put that down, honey. You know we don't need that. I really want to stay in our budget, okay?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I guess you're right.
Let's go to the produce.
Alright.
There's a couple of things you should be aware of while shopping. First, don't be surprised when you get to the grocery store and find specials that you didn't see in the ads. Take advantage of unadvertised specials if it's something you know you're going to use. Not all of the products on sale may be advertised. Look out for other specials. But be careful, just because it's a good deal does not mean you need it. This can turn into a quick way to lose some hard-earned cash. And be aware of brands. Different brands of the same product are often of equal quality. Don't forget to compare.
Ready? Now let's do this. Wow, this store really carries a lot of tangerines.
Well, that's because they're in season.
Really? Does that even make a difference?
Oh yeah, when fruits and vegetables are in season, the store will have lots of it, and even better, it'll be so much cheaper.
Really? Well, I guess that's what I do for the kids' snacks.
Well, that's what I do.
But how do you remember which is on season?
I just always keep my eye on the daily sale circular for Winn-Dixie. Luckily, most of them are on our list of food.
Okay, but what do you do when you buy a lot of produce and we don't use it for the family and then it goes bad?
Well, I freeze it. That way we'll have it whenever we want, and it'll save money too. I freeze almost every leftover.
Oh, you're good, Maria. I didn't even think about that.
I know.
Alright, so next on the list is the peas, but I don't seem to find it anywhere here.
Well, that's okay. We'll go find them in the freezer section.
Alright. Jeez, it's really cold in here.
Well, that's why they call it the freezer section.
Okay, so I thought fresh was the best. How it comes that we still buy things from here?
Frozen doesn't mean it's not healthy.
Really? How do you know?
Frozen produce can be just as healthy as fresh fruits and vegetables. This is because the produce can be picked at its ripest and most nutritious times and then frozen to lock in the nutrients and flavor.
I also like to get frozen things because it creates less work. It's already cooked, it's already cleaned for you. Plus it's already washed, and plus it'll keep for a really long time.
Is there anything bad about frozen things?
Well, there are a lot of things to look for. Sometimes they freeze them with sauces like salt or butter and cream. Stuff like that's not good for your high pressure. So make sure when you're buying foods that they're not fresh, you look for that.
I know.
Just try and remember to grab a frozen package that are plain. It's cheaper.
But what if I don't like plain foods? What if I like something that have a little sauce?
Well, when you cook it, you can just add spices and it actually adds more flavor. Better flavor than salt.
Really? Even better than salt?
I'm positive. Let's find the frozen green peas that we needed and head to the next section.
Alright, that's good. Yes, Maria. Gosh, I think I know what I'm doing. Canned foods are good when you can find something fresh or frozen, right?
Yep, you're right about that.
And they last long and they're good for storage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I got it covered.
You're missing a few things.
Oh yeah, look for the sale. Sometimes a better deal, sometimes not.
You're right about that too, but you're still missing some things.
No, I think I got it covered.
Oh really? Did you forget about the salt that canned food have in them? That can be pretty high, and that's important for your high blood pressure.
Oh yeah, well, how do I get around that?
Well, that's easy. All you have to do is find the foods that have no salt added or low sodium on it.
But what if you cannot find anything that says no salt added? You cannot find the labels on the cans.
Well, that's easy. You can just rinse that with water and rinse all the salt off.
Wow, Maria, you really have a lot of tricks up your sleeves. Any like pointers on like cans that I should be aware of?
We'll see.
Okay. So Maria, what about the canned foods?
You definitely want to make sure that you get meat that's in water and not oil.
So when I get the meat, I have to make sure that it's only water.
Just water.
Okay, so what about the fruits?
The fruits, you want to make sure they're in its natural fruit juice or light syrup, not heavy syrup.
So let me see if I get it right. You're telling me that I have to make sure that they're on light syrup or the natural juice?
Right.
Okay, I think I'm getting the concept of this thing of buying healthy food on a budget. I think I'm kind of proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too.
All right, let's go.
So what's next on our list?
I think the next thing on the list that we put in here was the vegetable broth, vegetable soup, and the pigeon peas.
Oh, that's another thing I forgot to tell you. You always want to make sure that you're cooking things in broth or getting soups that have broth and not creamy broth.
Why?
Because clear broth has less fat.
So I'm looking for the low sodium chicken broth or low sodium chicken soup. But what if I cannot find the one that the label says that it's low sodium?
You can actually add water to it.
Okay, done. Let's move on to the next aisle. Wow, my favorite section, meat. I'm gonna have a meal without meat. You know that.
Don't go crazy and feed the family pork while I'm gone.
Oh man, I would if it wasn't so expensive.
Well, some of the sections on here have everyday sales like this, which is why we're sticking to the sales on the paper.
Okay. Right, so I wasn't really paying attention when you put the meat on the list. So how do you choose what meats to buy?
Try to buy the meat that has select or choice on it. That means it doesn't have a lot of fat. Grandpa has high cholesterol and the doctor said to cut down on fatty foods.
Okay.
The supermarket makes it easy to find and buy the meats you like. Choosing the right meat is simple with just a small amount of knowledge. Let's go over the first thing you should know when buying meat. No matter what type or cut of meat you are purchasing, they will have a grade. You may recognize the words select, choice, and prime. Select grade meats have the smallest amount of fat. Choice grade meats have a moderate amount of fat, and prime grade meats have a high amount of fat. If you are trying to reduce the amount of fat in your diet, it is best to go with the select grade meats. Next, let's talk about the cut of meat. If you don't know what cut of meat to purchase, two key words to look for are the words round or loin, because these two cuts of meat are low in fat. For those who often eat ground beef, in order to cut out some more fat from your diet, try buying lean ground turkey. You may be surprised how good it can taste and at the same time be better for your health. One other option to reduce the amount of calories and fats in your meats is to try using some vegetarian alternatives.
If you see beef round or pork loin on sale, those are good options. Let's go get the salmon.
All right, sounds good.
If you love fish, then good for you. Fish are a great source of heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids. Some of the best sources are mackerel, salmon, sardines, tuna, and trout. So if fish isn't something you normally eat, we recommend looking up a recipe with fish in it and maybe trying it one day out of the week. Grains like bread, rice, and pasta are an important part of the diet that can provide energy and nutrients your body needs while being naturally low in fat. They're also a great source of fiber, which can keep you full longer, relieve constipation, and prevent diseases like colon cancer. The most important thing to remember when shopping for whole grains is to look for the words whole wheat or whole grain as the first ingredient in the ingredient list.
All right, so do we need any bread?
It's not on our list, but I think you're going to actually need some for the kids next week.
Okay, so I just grabbed this one right here, right? as good?
No, actually, they have...
No?
The Winn-Dixie brand is actually cheaper, and this one says whole harvest grain, which is going to be a lot better for you.
Whole wheat? Why can't we buy the white bread?
Well, do you want to feel constipated all the time?
No.
Well, do you want to feel full without gaining weight?
That'd be nice.
Well, then whole wheat it is. Remember,
Okay.
the doctor told us that fiber can help us to regulate my sugar, and it wouldn't hurt to keep us both regular. It's just as soft as white bread. Trust me, I've had it before.
Alright, so how do I know which one to buy? They'll look the same to me, and it won't be more expensive?
All right, well, we want something cheap, so check the items on sale. Scan the top and bottom shelves, too. If nothing's on sale, usually the store brand is cheapest. Look for the one that says whole wheat, and then the doctor told me I should check the ingredients list to make sure that first ingredient says whole wheat. Bam. We don't need bread this week, so we're putting it back.
So we also need rice.
Brown rice.
Seriously?
Fiber.
Okay.
It's not going to say whole wheat in the back. Rice is rice, not wheat.
Okay, I'm not looking at that. I'm gonna look at what's gonna keep me regular.
Well, brown rice is healthier, and we eat enough for 2 weeks and 2 meals each. So we need 2 packs, store brand.
Alright, sounds good. Again, Maria, I got this. Watch it. Whole wheat pasta, right?
You got it.
Sometimes you may be able to find family packs which can provide more pasta for less money.
So what's next on the list?
Milk.
Fiber milk?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Oh, nothing really good comes out of the dairy station. It makes my stomach hurt, you know, made me gas.
Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt can be a great source of calcium and protein, especially if they are products low in fat or fat-free. Calcium is good for your bones, and proteins are the body's building blocks. If you're lactose intolerant, lactose-free milk or yogurt will give you the nutrients you need without the gas.
Well, maybe it's time to switch to 2%.
Really? Well, I guess it's fine with me. I can drink it.
Well, how about 2% lactate? It still has that creamy, delicious taste as whole milk does.
Okay, I can work with that.
Okay.
Whoa, Maria. You know, I was trying to use reverse psychology. Fine, but my orders will miss the creamy milk.
If you are used to drinking whole milk, the thought of switching to a low-fat product can be a little scary. Maybe you don't enjoy the taste, or you think the nutrients are lost in the lower-fat products. The truth is, the nutrients are exactly the same, and the only thing changed is the fat content. This rule generally applies for all dairy products, including yogurt and cheese. The price doesn't even change.
Okay, so for the milk, check the expiration date and make sure it's not anytime soon. Then go for the 2% store brand.
So, no more whole milk?
Well, next week we can try 1%.
Okay.
So, do you feel better about grocery shopping while I'm gone?
Yep, alright, let's see. I need to plan ahead before shopping. Once I get there, I should check for sales that weren't mentioned. Oh yeah, buy only what I need, not what I want. Store brands are usually cheaper. Alright. I should buy fresh produce when possible, but if it's too pricey, I can check frozen and canned. I gotta make sure though that there isn't added salt to these. When buying meat, try to buy meat that has the select choice sticker on it. I should try it and buy whole wheat or whole grain bread and pasta. And I should buy low-fat milk.
Many people think that it is too expensive to purchase healthy versions of foods. As you can see, there isn't much difference. For a similar amount of money, you are getting a more nutritious food that will keep you healthy and out of the hospital in the long run.